Okay, great. Good. That's all right. Cool. All right, folks. Hi. Hope everybody's doing great. Okay, let's talk about a couple things real quick. First of all, okay, we got a few days here. Okay, that we are. Thanks, man. Okay, thanks. That we have a couple days here before we take the test, a big one. Okay, so that's Wednesday, 8 o'clock. It's at MAO, so it's at the junior high in the auditorium. Okay, and you need to be there. Okay, this is not an optional thing. If you're sick that day, they will hunt you down and make you take it on another day. Okay, some of you are going to be in a separate room. I don't know who that is or why that is, but like if you get an email from Christina Ryder is her name. She is the counselor at the junior high and also at the MIS. We kind of made her the testing coordinator for this stuff. Okay, she's new this year. She's awesome. Okay, so that's what's happening on Wednesday. If you haven't gotten it already, I probably won't get it. Okay, so you will probably just be like, okay, cool. So listen, you're going to be at MAO, and so I'm assuming that you just go right there, right? Is that correct? It's not like just like go to your first period. You know, I'm sure there'll be some people that do that. Now, this is new this year, which is exciting. You can take a book to read before. They're like, you can't do anything afterwards. You can't have a book. You can't look at anything, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't think you can use your computers, but I think you can bring a book, okay? So that's Wednesday, 8 to whenever. I know it's going to be definitely first period, definitely second period, okay? But it may not go into third, yeah. Can you have the what?
They make you put your phone.
Yeah, you can't have any phones. Like it's crazy.
What about Cadillac?
Or an Apple Watch, or
Yeah, don't mess with that. Because a couple years ago, like some crazy, like at another school, some crazy, like just don't mess with it. Okay, now listen. Okay, so look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish up our little gizmo. Okay, and then I want to play some Quizlets. Okay, then my goal is like after your test. So I'm not going to do a lot of stuff on Wednesday and Thursday because you guys are going to be wiped out. Okay, so like tomorrow we're going to do some quick little reviews. We'll probably watch a movie. Now look, I've asked Dr. Lippy, and I'm going to cross my fingers on this. Okay, I cannot make any promises, but at least I'm trying.
Right.
My goal is that next week, okay, what we're going to do is a little flip-floppy here where half of you on Monday or Tuesday, kind of depending, are going to go to the Finn with me, okay? And that means we're going to get these boots. We're going to go out. We're going to get in nature, okay? Okay, then, but I don't know if it's going to be approved, okay? He said, fill the paperwork out. We'll see what happens. Okay, because at first they said no field trips, but my kid just went to the farm. They went to Biztown out here. So like, I don't know, like who's making the rules? Okay. Sounds like a field trip to me. So if they say no, I'll throw a fit, but again, I have no power, okay, to know what to do about any of this.
Okay?
Yeah.
If they say you can't have a field trip, just bring up this. No, fake cry. That always
Fake cry, call me up, dude. I got you.
I don't know if Lippy will fall for the fake cry. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and open this up. We're going to do this together.
It's just all of us like crying. It's just like
Okay, explorelearning.com. Go to the Bird Beats. Yeah, so half of you go to, because I can only get 15 in a minivan, so like if we go on Monday.
That is not true. You can fit
And half
one
of you go with
day.
study.
Girls from a girls lap, boys
Then the other half will go.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, Isaac, Presley, Savannah. Oh, that's not.
What are you doing? Savannah, he's ruining it.
I don't even know Roblox. I mean, I know it, but like, my kids like the characters, but we bought a couple Roblox toys, but we don't let them play video games. They love Minecraft, but oh my God, that's blowing my mind, dude. Okay, also, did you guys know about the rocket, China?
Yes, I heard about it.
Did it fall? If I landed, right?
Yeah,
Did it land?
off the coast, like Indian Ocean, I think.
No.
I was hoping it would land right on my face.
Yeah, me neither.
There was a rocket. I was hoping it landed on my ex-wife.
China wants to rocket.
All right.
I'm joking.
That was recorded the biggest thing ever coming to the earth.
It was like the movie Armageddon. We just needed Bruce Willis.
Oh, so it literally could have landed anywhere.
All right, now listen, hey, shh. Okay, guys, I don't want to get mad here, but stick with me. Okay, so where we're at is this. Okay, if you have not been here, Keaton, I know you're a little bit, you've been gone, so it's cool, man. Okay, but everybody else, Landon, I know you're gone for a couple weeks or a couple days. That's fine. Okay, now listen, here's where we're at. We're in the Galapagos Islands. We know they don't get very much rain, 12 centimeters a year. Yesterday, we got 3 inches. You know, it's pretty crazy to think about. 2 to 3, depending on where you're at. Okay, pretty crazy to think about 12 centimeters in a year. That's pretty nuts. Okay, so what we're looking at is we're looking at big populations. And someone in here said this, and it really stuck with me. And that's when we changed all of the rainfall to rainfall at 5 centimeters. So if you haven't done that yet, you don't have to do this again, but you can just look at mine. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all that. And here's the statement that the student made. Somebody in this class, I can't remember. They're like, the rain made all, or sorry, the drought made all of the beets bigger. Remember, okay, that's a very common misconception. The drought is not making these. Yes, the bigger ones survive.
The bigger the better.
These died because, guys, these guys died because they were mostly eating like insects. Okay, why were there no insects? Because there's no water for the insects to breed for their larvae, right? Insects need that sort of thing, a lot of insects too. Okay, so no insects, no small beaks. Seeds, yes, but no matter what, our population decreased significantly. We went from 1,000 birds down to 140, okay? So remember, when we're equal, okay, so I'm gonna just reset this, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back at 25. When I'm at 25, this is not directional selection. This is more of a stabilizing selection where we have a few in the big, a few in the small, but most of them right in the middle, okay? And we started with a certain population average, okay? And that was gonna be right around the 9er. Let's see what we get when we're finally in. Okay, 10.01. We started with 10.11, okay? So not a significant difference, okay? I need everyone to turn to the page that says Activity C. Okay, Activity C, rainy days. Okay, now I know we've had a weekend here, okay, and maybe you've forgotten, that's okay. But let me read this introduction. It says, in years of abundant rainfall, there can be 50 centimeters or more of rain. In these years, plants produce an enormous number of a variety of seeds. Okay, if that's the case, if I'm going to produce an enormous variety of seeds, what do you think is going to happen to the beak size? Okay, remember, they're not going to get smaller. The smaller ones, right, okay, are going to increase. Maybe the bigger ones are going to. We don't know for sure. It was flip-flopped, right? The drought caused those smaller beaks to die. So let's see what happens. I need everybody to go ahead and raise this up to 50 for each one. I'll have to reset if it's not working. 50, 50, 50, 50, and 50. Okay. Remember, this is what we started with. Population of 1,000. We had some big ones. We had some small ones. Most of them were right in the middle. So now let's hit play. See what happens.
Just a little bit more. Firmly.
All right, now listen.
Show him the little guy.
All right, stick with me here, folks. So what we got here is we went from a population of 1,000 to a population of 1950. Okay, so that's quite a jump. Okay, here's what's happening. Okay, we increased the rainfall. Okay, and when we have a lot of rainfall, what happens?
Smaller beaks.
Okay, the smaller beaks, definitely. But also we got some bigger ones, right? We have a bigger range. Remember before we were just at like 12, 13, 14 or 11, 12, 13, right? Here we've got 6 to 11. So we have a few bigger ones, but the majority are small. Okay. We're not eliminating the bigger ones, but we have an abundance of food. Okay. We have a lot of insects. We have some seeds, maybe some smaller seeds. And in this 5-year period, when we have a lot of insects, okay, or if we have a lot of these smaller seeds, we're going to get the smaller beaks. So we went from 10.11 down to 7.33, okay, which is our average, okay. Right. So if you're looking at the worksheet, okay, turn to the page or go to question 3. It says, how does beak depth change over time? Yeah, the beak depth is smaller, right? Okay, the smaller birds survive, right? The smaller beak survives. The final average for me is 7.30. It might be there for you, and my range is 6 to 11. Okay. Now, this is not in your worksheet. I just want to try this. Okay, so we know what happens when it gets big. Okay, or we know what happens. We know what happens when there's a drought. We know what happens when it rains. So let's do this. Let's do a complete, let's go reset. Okay, and let's go drought in the first 3 years. Okay, we're still, nope, I'm making this one up. Okay, you don't need to write anything down. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Drought, 1, 2, 3, year 3. Okay, so we start off with 9.44 or 9.94. Let's see for me. Let's see what happens.
Holy crap. You went up to like 13.
Ready to do track next year?
Oh wait, it's going back down.
Sammy, you're doing track?
All right, now listen. Shh, guys.
Up and then back up. What?
Okay, I want you guys. I'm gonna get that. Thanks. Not asking for a lot here again, folks. Just some attention. Thank you. Okay, I want you to redo that one again. Okay, because I don't think a lot of you saw it or did it. Okay, so here's what I want once again. Okay, we're gonna start off with kind of like this, mostly middle. Okay, but I want you to each do year 1, year 2, year 3 at 5 centimeters. Okay, then I want you to go to 50. Okay, and I want you to watch what happens on your own computer, okay, during those first 3 years, and then what happens. Okay, we've done a complete flip-flop. We should have done a complete flip-flop, right? Where like it all shifted Okay, the little guys died, that didn't mean that they weren't there, they're gone forever, okay? But what happened was it shifted and now we have more on the other end, okay? So the key factor here is rainfall. That's what we're changing, okay? Is rainfall an independent or dependent variable? Independent, right? That's what we're changing. What are we measuring here, folks? The size of the beats. You guys are fantastic. Let me have your, hey, flip them to the front. I'm gonna give everybody credit for this.
Go.
Easy credit. Just for the last few. Yeah, well, third store.
I have 1,600.
That's an oldie.
Oh, yeah, 1985.
What?
It says modern though.
I get trying.
He would have shown that picture. Let me see it.
It does help.
Okay. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Quizlet Live. It's been a while. I'd like to play a little reviewsies. Okay, so everybody go ahead and open up Quizlet Live and put in this code. You did? Oh, man, I missed it. I missed it.
The bird one is forever my favorite Quizlet we've ever done.
Which one?
The bird one.
Oh, that was,
Yeah,
we
that
should,
was the best.
we should do, well, I hope that we're gonna see a lot of birds once we,
Hey, Brad, let me see.
here we go. We're gonna go individuals on this one. Here we go, kids. Jump in here, kitties. We're
Quizlet Live. Are you all why is done now?
Yeah, fine. All right.
Oh, I got studies.
Double